Welcome back, coders, to another episode of the Code Word. This is me, Keith, here with Dylan from, Game Code, and a special guest, Adam from Adam
Hi.
Plays and Stuff.
So,
Say what's up, everyone.
Hello.
I did.
Anyway, I know I always introduce you as a special guest, Adam, but one of these days, we're going to have to be featured on your channel or something like that.
Me and Jeremy are next weekend are starting to record Dark Souls 2.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So I will eventually have stuff on my channel again.
Well,
Nice.
cool. Then you can shamelessly plug it on our channel as well.
Yes.
Well, without further ado, let me talk about some of the ways that you can follow us. First of all, we have some new information, which is that we just created a Discord server specifically for the channel that allows you guys to stay in touch with other members of the coding community here. And not just that, but every so often we pop in and we talk with you guys as well. So it's a good way to kind of stay connected with us when we're not gaming and sometimes when we are gaming. So make sure to check that out. It will be in the description below. So click the link and go ahead and join it. Also, we have a Patreon page, patreon.com/GameKod3, Twitter page, which is at GameK_KOD3, and then Facebook page, facebook.com/GameKOD3. Awesome. With that out of the way, let's pass it over to Dylan for the code word this week.
Alrighty, coders. So hopefully y'all have been watching all of our videos, and you might have noticed that we did something new, and it has to do with the code word this week, which is dual stream. So we did a Halo stream yesterday. And we had not just my footage with myself and Keith, but we also had Keith's perspective. And that's a new thing we're trying out. And hopefully everybody can check it out and give us their feedback, whether in the comments or on Twitter or however you guys want to reach out to us. But yeah, it's something we want to start trying to do, get multiple feeds up.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've been talking to Fancy Pants about it, Eric, and he's trying to get it set up so he can do it as well, and hopefully we can get a few solid different perspectives going for when we do larger matches and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
Keith and I did it a little bit with Splatoon the other night.
Yeah. We had a stream on my channel and a stream on Adam's channel. That was a lot of fun, just being able to do it at the same time.
Which I don't know what your plans are after this, but I might play some Splatoon and stream it maybe.
I was going to stream something. I hadn't decided what, so Splatoon always sounds good. I did a little bit today, but I'd be happy to do some more. I'm never going to say no to Splatoon, I'm going to be honest. I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. Yeah, Donovan has joined us, and so is Tears of Jesus, so thank you guys for joining us in the comments. Little clearing up. Donovan, I'm Keith. That's me.
I'm Dylan.
That's Dylan.
Dylan, did he tell you what happened?
And
What
that's
happened?
Adam.
There was confusion earlier as to who were you and who were Keith.
Oh my God, it was like all over the stream. Nobody knew who I was.
Yeah.
I'm like, for real?
Well, because
Yeah.
Dylan
People were coming into my Halo stream asking him, like saying Keith in the comments, and I'm like, my gamer tag is literally Delightful Dylan. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So we may have to like put name tags on next time we do one of these so that nobody
To,
gets
like, yeah,
confused.
to, like, parentheses and who you are in the title.
There's too many
Right.
There's too many solo gaming channels. That's the problem. Nobody knows who they are. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a new thing. So I'm not going to blame anybody, but
I blame
get it
everybody.
right next time, guys. Anyway, cool. Without further ado, let's start talking about what we've been playing. Let's start with you, Dylan. What have you been up to in the gaming spectrum? Anything different from last week?
Yeah, actually. So I'll go over what I've been playing and then the newest thing, because there'll be some content coming out from it. But obviously doing Halo because I always play Halo, and Battlefield 1. Been dabbling in that, trying to do a little practice in my off time, so when I stream, we can get some of that solid sniping down that we were doing last weekend.
Awesome.
And then Hitman, the stream this week, it was episode 4. It was a 2-parter, and we're gonna have episode 5 and 6 probably set up like that, with kind of like almost a prep episode, and then the execution, like literally the execution episode, where we just fucking, dude, it was rough. But and then the newest game, I just recorded right before this. Just recorded the first part. Is I'm playing the game trial or game preview on Xbox for Fable Fortune, which is the card game that bought the Flaming Fowl Studios has the rights to the Fable stuff. So it's pretty fun. It's very easy to jump into if you've ever played like Hearthstone or Gwent or any of those very similar card games. They just renamed a bunch of stuff. So
is it worth spending money on? Because I know that they're asking for money.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little salty still because I put in for the like beta access like 3 months ago, and then I got an email saying, "Oh yeah, you can totally play the game preview, and if you want to play it for more than just the trial period, you can buy the founder pack for $15."
Jesus.
And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm glad that I put in for this so long ago."
Oh my god.
But I mean, it gives you bonuses and it gives you alpha, or it gives you content that you can only get if you buy the founder pack, which is only available during the game preview. So I mean, it has upsides, I guess, and we'll see from the game trial if it's actually worth me putting the $15 in.
Well, I mean, hopefully it's a really good game. I know that you already played it, or you interested?
Yeah, I literally just recorded my very first match in it. I
Nice.
dove straight in because, like I said, it's very Hearthstone-esque in the the card development. So they just rename things, but I have a general idea. So I feel pretty solid without the tutorial. I just need to get a little card variety, and I'm sure I'll be fine. But it's fun. It plays well. It's not broken or anything. So far,
I feel like we're getting that whole like Flappy Bird clone experience with these types of games lately. There's been so many of them.
Like Gwent.
Which one are you talking about? I'm sorry.
Fable Fortune.
Okay, I thought. Never mind.
See, there you go. This is exactly what my point is.
Yeah.
Like Gwent came out and it was totally free, and they were like, "Hey, if you want to do microtransactions, it'll make our job easier on getting money and developing the game." And this one, I don't like that they just were like, "Here, give us money, and then we'll make the game better." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
If you're gonna put it out in a game preview, like, I don't like that they have that paywall, like for exclusively like it. Games like that and Hearthstone and stuff are microtransaction games. Like Hearthstone's free and it makes bejesus load of money. So like they should just really hone in on the community and allow the microtransactions to take care of themselves, I think. But and then later I think it's this month or in like a week, fucking the new expansion for Hearthstone comes out. So they dropped the game preview just in time before the Hearthstone came out. And I think if it was free, it would have made it, probably hang on a little bit longer. I don't see a lot of people playing it after the Hearthstone expansion drops.
Yeah,
but
I mean that's hard.
My 2 cents.
Right.
I have plenty more to say in the episodes that are going to be coming out next week, and the coders can check that out.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, yeah, stay tuned for some of the things that he's going to be putting out. You mind wanting to tell the viewers exactly like why you're recording videos instead of planning live streams? Because I know that you're kind of the live streaming one of the two of us comparatively.
Yeah. So I'll be on like a streaming hiatus for roughly 1 to 2 weeks. This upcoming week, I'm going to be getting the old opticals worked on. So I'm not going to be able to see for a little while. I'm going to be getting it's like PRK refractive surgery. It's like LASIK pretty much. And no more spectacles for me, hopefully. So as long as everything goes well, we'll be free, and then I can sell the channel with my baby blues. I know that's why Tears is here. So but yeah, but we'll still have some footage. I'll have at least 2 videos out a week during that time that I'm all messed up and gooey-eyed.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, we wish you the best of luck because we want you to have that 2015 vision.
Yeah, for COD.
Adam, are you next?
The greatest time of my life.
I would. I'm too scared. Too many stories of people like, oh yeah, it worked for a couple of years and then it like reverted back.
I mean, at least it didn't get worse.
A couple years. I'll do anything for a couple years without glasses.
Yeah, I'm getting to that point.
I got nothing. I'm sorry. I've been blessed with good vision. We'll see if it changes though. My parents are both half blind now, so we'll see. Right now it's okay. But yeah, that's why Dylan might not be making appearances on streams for at least a couple weeks, probably.
Yeah, at least 1 week.
At least 1 week, probably 2. Just assume 2, and then you'll be not disappointed. But don't worry, we'll be back at full strength very shortly. What about you, Adam? What have you been up to playing? Have you played anything new?
Other than Splatoon, The conversation you just had was funny because I just started playing. It's been out for a while. It just hit mobile, but Elder Scrolls Legends, which is
yes.
their card game,
Yeah.
and it's basically Hearthstone just with the Elder Scrolls skin on it, which is fine. I did not like Hearthstone. I just don't know anything a lot. I don't know a lot of stuff about that side of Blizzard, you know.
Yeah.
I know slightly more about Elder Scrolls, so it's just a personal taste at that point. But I've been having fun with that. It's free. I haven't put any money into it, and then I know Sarah's playing it too, so eventually we'll play each other. Other than that, I dabbled in some PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which we'll get to later.
Yeah, I've got a whole section dedicated to that plan for this.
Yeah, and I think that's it. I've been playing some what is it? Silent Night or not Silent Night? Spectre. No, what is it called now?
Spectre Night?
No, hold on. I'm so sorry.
Night.
It's
all is calm.
It's like a huge game. I can't figure. I don't remember.
I honestly don't know. Otherwise, I would have been saying that instead of singing.
He's got a white mask and he's cool, but I can't figure out why. I can't remember what it's called. It's fun. It's like a Metroidvania kind of game.
Ooh, what?
But other than that, a lot of Splatoon.
Okay, well, there's a game that has a mask that is white that Adam's playing that's called Silent something.
No, that's not.
It's probably not called Silent anything.
Damn, I don't know what it's called.
We got some comments about this.
Now,
thinking.
I
Sorry
have,
about
I have
that,
a question, Adam.
Hollow Knight. There we go.
Hollow Knight. Oh. Dylan's got a question.
Oh, I have a question. On Elder Scrolls Legends or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
How is the PvP?
I haven't done it yet.
You haven't? Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of grinding through the story.
But if there is a PvP, do you know if it's like you can specifically, because you said you might play Sarah,
it's like a random matchup, or
it's completely random, kind of like Hearthstone is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what's interesting is on the Android version, there's a friends list, but I went and installed it last night on my computer because why not?
Yeah.
And there is no friends list on the computer version.
Oh. Okay.
Or at least I don't see it. So I'm assuming I can, if I wanted to play her, I could.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't tried it yet because she's still stuck in the tutorial. By stuck, I just mean she hasn't gotten around to beating it.
Yeah.
So once she's out of it, we'll try. But it does have PvP. You get all this free stuff for just playing through the story. So I'm grinding through all that.
How they are. They set you up if you take the time to play it.
Yeah. Well, cool.
Okay. That's my question. Before I download it,
Yeah, it's cool. It's more Hearthstone than probably the other ones are.
Yeah.
Just like with that.
This one, I don't know, man. Fable Fortune is like a clone on the deck builder. Like you could almost take Hearthstone as an overlay, and it would it's like this. It's very, very similar. They took some liberties.
Oh man, no, that's my big concern. Is I have a feeling like in a couple weeks we're going to see a brand new game. It's going to be called something else like Legends or Heroes, and it's also going to be a card game. It's just like Hearthstone. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a Flappy Bird involved. Flappy Bird Heroes.
It's all these small companies taking a stab at the big boys.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, it's a cash cow right now. Like they're seeing what Hearthstone did with microtransactions, and like that, they made a lot of money on that game.
They still are making a lot of money,
and they're going to continue to make a lot of money. But the thing I think that makes Hearthstone kind of special is that it reminds me a little bit of like what Magic the Gathering was able to tap into, which is like it's that obsessiveness, that ability to continue to grow on what they built, right? Like they built the foundation, they attacked that base, they've got them to be completely bought in with as much free stuff as possible, and now people are so deep.
Well, and I've been playing Hearthstone for at least 3-4 years now, however long it's been out. I've got it like right away, and the only reason I even got it though is because I played WoW so much. Like I was already invested. Blizzard has that kind of like background. You know what I mean? Like I played Heroes of the Storm for a while.
Well, that's the thing. Blizzard could make anything and people would play it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I mean, that's the only reason Overwatch did. If anybody else had made Overwatch, I don't think it would have skyrocketed like it did.
No,
Yeah,
I agree. No, because it has such a hardcore following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And things that Blizzard puts out are typically refined. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, it's like Nintendo. It's like maybe some people don't like the game, but you'd be hard pressed to find someone to say that's not polished to all hell.
It's not well
not
made.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there, I don't think there are many bad Nintendo games. There are games that might not be your cup of tea that are Nintendo games, but yeah, like you were saying, just same thing with Blizzard. Like, how many really awful games did they put out?
I mean, they're there, but
it's like they're like the tiny releases that no one talks about.
Yeah.
Hey Adam, how you doing? Hey Adam.
Hey.
What's up?
Talking to two chats at once now.
What's up, buddy?
Busted in two.
Don't make me
different
get in
chats. It's awesome.
Discord.
How do they make it switch between cameras? A little behind the scenes trick. We don't do anything.
Nothing at all.
Google Hangouts does it all for us. Yep. This is a really nice way to do these.
That's why it says Google
the hard stuff.
up there.
Right, I don't know if they can see that.
No, it says it. If you watch the stream, you can see that.
Google.
They put their fucking shit up there, and they make me do
That's
it.
fine.
Whatever, they're paying us. So
I'll wear their shirts if they send me shirts.
They also own YouTube, so
that's
it's
what I was
not
gonna
even.
say.
It doesn't even matter.
So technically, they pay me. So
just so Google knows, if they send me merch, I'll wear it all the time. Just saying.
Yeah. No, but
Hats,
anyway,
shirts, earrings.
You're pointing the wrong way, Dylan. You better fix that shit. Okay. Which direction you point? No, you got to point to which. Never mind. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's all you've been playing, Adam, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk about Splatoon Salmon Run in a little while. It's something I want to touch on with you just because of the fact that we got a chance to put in quite a few matches at this point, and I have some impressions. And I think
enough to have an opinion.
Yeah, exactly. And even single player mode a little bit. That's right, guys. I've been playing single player on my own because I can't wait for you guys to hit 200 subscribers. So hurry up and get there so you can see what I've been doing.
Shit. You're talking shit.
Anyway, just want to say that. Quickly, what I've been playing, Splatoon 2. That's it.
Yep.
Moving on.
That's it.
Honestly, I really haven't had a chance to play much else. I played a couple minutes of Submerged again to finish up this finish, but I didn't get a chance to do it before the end, before this had to happen. Halo 5.
I watched you play Submerged. That's like that. That's basically Wind Waker clone, right? It looks
It's
like
Wind Waker and Waterworld had a baby.
Yeah.
It's more Waterworld than Wind Waker in that it's got a lot more bloat and less refinement. Like, so it's not that long of a game from what I can tell. I'm almost done with it, but it has incredible graphics, and yeah, there's a whole like boat mechanic which is a little Wind Waker-esque.
I just remember
everything's very
in. I was like, is he playing Wind Waker? And I was looking, I'm like, no, that's not Zelda.
Yeah, no, it's not. And it was actually adapted from its mobile game roots. So it was originally like a cell phone game. And I didn't realize that at first, but then like I was like, man, this is really clunky in terms of the animation and stuff like that and some of the controls. Like there's no jump button, it's just automated, everything's automated. And so like you just run up to it, it'll automatically climb it if it's climbable, things like that. So the exploration isn't really exploration as much as like there's only one way to get through here, so you got to find that way, and that's it. But it was a really peaceful game.
I've been going to sleep.
Sorry, my headset's dying. Hold on.
No problem. If it's a peaceful game, it's one of those things where I basically, I don't know. I mean, I basically just think that it's fun to play if you're not trying to focus too much on a game. Like if you're not looking for that like hyper focused, I need to pay attention to every moment kind of thing. It's really nice to explore. It's beautiful. It's fucking gorgeous. Like that's the one thing that like floored me is like apparently the mobile game looks that good too, and I'm blown away by that. So, I mean, it's worth picking up if you can get it cheap. I got it for $2.50.
Yeah, I've been replaying the video because of the music. I've been going to sleep to it, not because it's boring, but because just the music. It's like
beautiful. The music's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like there are a handful of reasons why you should absolutely play
it. Like you said, it's pretty, like to watch.
Yeah. It's like a 4-hour game, so you can't be upset that it's long and drawn out and garbage.
Yeah.
It's a little simple, but there's a lot of things that are worth it. Yeah. I'm the one with the Switch behind me, guys. Adam's the one with the white wall, and Dylan's the one with the the guy with the glasses on his forehead right now.
Me.
He's frightening as fuck.
Don't use the glasses because I'm wearing glasses too.
I was about to say that too. Then I remembered. Soon Dylan won't have glasses either, so there you go.
True. Then I'll be the only one. I'll be the outcast.
Fucking loner.
Great.
I'm just kidding. That's terrible. Anyway, yeah. So mostly it's been Splatoon 2. But I guess that's a good point to transition into what we've thought so far of not just Splatoon 2, but more specifically Salmon Run. So Adam and I have been playing online together. I've also been playing with you guys out there in the audience, which has been really, really fun. But I'll give you a little overview. I mean, Salmon Run's basically a horde mode, but it's 3 waves. So first wave, you have this like a certain quota of these eggs you have to get, and you're being rushed by almost these like zombie ugly fish things. They're fucking terrifying if you look at them too long, and they come in different sizes too quickly. And then there's also these bosses, and you get the eggs that you have to collect from the actual bosses. So there's 8 different kinds of bosses. Actually, there's more, but 8 different main kinds. And when they come at you, they have like a specific way you have to beat them. Challenges is that the other ones don't stop coming in. So it's a lot to keep track of. There's 4 of you in there, and you kind of have to. Each one of you gets assigned a weapon, so you don't get to pick what you want to shoot with or anything like that. So it's really about teamwork and kind of corresponding with what's going on. Do you have any early impressions so far, Adam, about Salmon Run?
It's fun. The first couple rounds we did after I beat that stupid tutorial, those were great. And then we played those ones today. And those were fucking hard. Like we got whooped twice, I think.
Oh yeah, today was rough, man.
It was brutal, but like in a good way.
Yeah,
like
it was possible. You could tell there was a possible way to win.
Yeah. It wasn't like it was unfair.
Like we were just not in sync yet.
Yeah, but it's an interesting thing to do with a game that I thought all they could really do was like turf war, you know?
Yeah.
But you can say that about the tower one too and stuff.
Yeah.
It was cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, no, I think that there's 2 maps too, and each of them are incredibly different in terms of how you have to like go about thinking on like reacting to different events and stuff like that. And they'll do this cool thing where each round will have a different physical event to the world, right? So like maybe you'll have a higher water level, or you'll have more fog, or it'll be nighttime or something like that. But there's cool events that happen like that. Like there's this nighttime foggy one where like one person will be glowing, and like hundreds of salmonids will come after that guy, and the guy that's glowing on your team, and you have to protect him while
trying to get the eggs
and kill the one specific boss. So it's fucking crazy. And like if you're that person, it's terrifying because you'll see just streams of enemies coming at you, and you're just like, I don't have any more ink, I'm fucked. Like, and you just have to hope your teammates are going to back you up.
Yeah.
But I was surprised at how well it worked without voice chat. Like voice chat's definitely better. Not going to argue that.
The pinging helps.
Yeah,
but it's definitely pinging. Not a voice chat would be much better, but it's doable.
Yeah, exactly.
In a way that you wouldn't think it would be.
Yeah, like just because you can say come here and it pings the entire group and gives them an arrow of where you are. So like when there's a boss, everybody can kind of converge on it. Other thing you can do is like the salmonids, once you do get the 3 eggs that pop out of the boss, like you can only carry 1 back to the crate that you have to carry it back to. So if there's only 2 of you there, that means you can only carry 2 eggs back, but there's 1 sitting there. Well, these salmonids will take it back home. And so you have to defend it while the other guy comes and get it. So it's kind of like a balance of like some guy has to stay behind while the other guy goes and runs 1 back and then comes back for the other one. So it's interesting how you can do that stuff. I think it's a really cool addition to Splatoon.
Yeah.
If this was in the first game.
So wait, and you were saying earlier, we can play it every day now, but it's still at certain times?
Yeah, so they changed it. So before the first week, they had like 2 or 3 days where there were no times for it, right? And now I'm noticing that like the time schedule is now every single day, and they're for 24-hour periods. Now the times will shift a little bit, but like for every it's only off for like 8 hours.
Yeah. Between
sessions. Now, why? I'm not 100% sure. Like it doesn't seem like a mode that needs to be gated, but I can understand that it really does. It gets you some badass gear pretty easily if you keep playing it.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that's where it comes from. But then, like, if that's your thing, then cut down on the rewards and let us play it whenever.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like I wouldn't mind losing some rewards if I could play it whenever I want.
Because the mode's so fun that I'm not actually playing it for the rewards necessarily. The rewards are like bonuses.
Yeah.
So I agree. Shredding with voice chat, if you do get splatted or if anything happens to you, it's way easier to tell your teammate what happened so that you can like avoid it or come save me. But without that, it's not really. It's difficult. You can ping them, but it's not as much.
Yeah,
I agree. So I mean, it would be nice if the voice chat app was better, but that would be the big thing.
Soon.
Locking down that chat, I like that, Dylan. Good work.
That's what I'm here for.
Don't even think about taking part in the Splatoon 2 talk.
I've been watching your streams, so I feel like I've been playing with you. But you know,
it would be nice to have a third person that like was the same wavelength as me.
Yeah.
Having Adam in there, like we suddenly started doing a lot better. I was doing fucking terrible for the first like 6 rounds.
Now I know why you wanted to play Firefight last night. Getting that mode, that horde mode.
Horde mode mentality. Exactly. Yeah. I've been kind of addicted to it. I want to try League Battle next, but I haven't got a chance to. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm almost to 10. You play casually to level 10. Level 10 opens up ranked mode, and then if you can get a B in ranked mode,
just in any one of them,
that opens up League, which is basically ranked
with friends.
With friends, yeah.
Interesting.
But it kind of like tests you. It wants you to wants to make sure that you're really committed for ranked stuff. Like
that's good though.
Which I'm okay with because it is a much more difficult level of challenge in that mode. It's much more competitive. And also they're like objective based modes more. Like so you have to ride a platform to the other base.
Yeah. Do they even do the territory one at all?
I'd love to see that someday, but it's not. No, it's not a thing.
I think it's because it's too open.
Yeah.
Because like there are matches where like I mean we've been in those matches where just like one team just wipes the other team. There's no chance.
It's really disappointing.
They get just the slightest bit of I lost the word. Advantage.
Yeah.
Did they bring back the Rainmaker?
Rainmaker, yeah.
Fucking love that one.
I like Rainmaker. I really love Tower Control. Splat Zones is okay. It's kind of like I don't know, like King of the Hill. You know, Splat Zones is really like King of the Hill. You just don't have to be in it. You just have to cover the ground in it. Like so, yeah. I mean, all of them are good modes. They're fun as well. What I would say, the last thing I wanted to talk about was the single player. Like, so you've played the first 2 worlds. What have you thought so far?
It's fun. They do some interesting things that I'm upset that they don't take some of those ideas and put them in multiplayer.
Like the grind rail.
The rails in there.
Or no, at least the grind rail.
What's the grind rail?
Oh,
I don't even know if I've seen. Is that different from the zipline thing?
Yeah, so the zipline you could just do it in salmon form or like our squid form, not salmon form.
Mm-hmm.
Salmon.
On grind rail, you can pop in and out of that form, and it only goes in one direction. So but then you can shoot while you're on it. So it's really fun. It would be cool.
Maybe I have seen it and I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting tears of friend code.
Ooh, tears. Look at this. We're making friends.
That stream shout out, huh?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, I would just go ahead and put that friend code in there. I'm sure all of these people would add you as well. It's nice to have people to play with all the time.
Right.
But yeah, I think single player. I'm on the 4th world, so I just finished the 3rd world. So far, the thing that's really surprised me is how good the boss battles are. Like they're really good.
I've only done the one.
Well, in the first game, my biggest complaint was that like all of the first 4 bosses are kind of really simple. They're cool. Mm-hmm. They're cool, but they're very easy. Whereas the last boss was just like suddenly it was like fucking let's turn this up to 11. We're at a 4. Yeah. Let's turn it to 11. And the last boss is one of the best bosses I've ever faced in a game in Splatoon 1. I haven't gotten obviously to Splatoon 2's final boss, but these ones all feel like they're turned up to 8 or 9 right off the bat. They're not difficult necessarily, but they're challenging and they're unique and they're kind of like more epic fights than they used to be. So that's one cool thing that I've really liked. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of my early impressions. I'd love to play it for y'all. So coders out there, if you can get us to 200 subscribers, we will definitely do a stream of the single player mode. But until then, I'm just gonna play it by myself. So
yep. You did this to yourself.
Yep. Just gonna keep it to myself then. Oh, well, I think that's all I have for Splatoon 2. Anything else you wanted to cover real quick, Adam?
I scanned an amiibo today.
Oh yeah,
like a little squid hair clip. It was adorable.
Oh yeah. They do give you like clothing and stuff like that. But then also you can use it for loadouts.
Also, you can take selfies with them.
I did see that.
I took a bunch of selfies with the orange squid girl. It was cute.
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome. So from the first game?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah. I have like all of them except for I need the squid and the boy from this one, and then I'll be set.
Yeah.
But I can't afford all of it all the time. It's so expensive. I have like 60 of them. I have like 60 amiibo. I have a problem. Hi, my name is Keith, and I'm part of Amiibo-holics Anonymous.
I have 20 next to me right now.
Alcoholic.
I have 20 next to me right now with 6 more on the way. So I've got about 26.
What was that?
I've got about after I get the ones that I pre-ordered, I'll have about 26.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I'm a little over half of what you got.
Yeah, I didn't actually count, but I'm sure that's where I'm about. So, that'll be cool. Yeah, no, you're gonna like playing with tears and shredding and stuff like that. They're pretty good at Splatoon, so they'll carry you to some wins. I promise. They carry me to some wins sometimes, so that's awesome. Cool. Well, then let's go ahead and jump onto the first bit of news, and that is the new Nintendo Amiibo and Splatoon 2 Joy-Cons. But Dylan kind of had a little news topic that he noticed on the Amiibo, specifically around Metroid. Can you let us know a little bit about that?
Yeah. It was just so there's a fusion mode in Metroid, in the new Metroid that's going to be coming out, that is exclusive to people who have purchased the Amiibo and have it however you use Amiibos. I don't use those things. But
do we even know what the fusion mode is?
I think they showed a picture. Let me look.
It's like I don't care. Depending on what it is,
I
won't care.
Okay. I even have a Switch and I want it. I'll be like the only Amiibo I own.
No, don't get me wrong. The Amiibo's cool, but everyone's freaking out about the
I don't know
fusion mode. But it's like, what even is the fusion mode?
To get everything.
Yeah, I don't think they really put like anything out about it.
I think it's more like the people that are complaining about it are like the 100%ers, the people that want to get everything, and then, you do need these in order to do.
You do, because it also says that that there's one that unlocks something, a bonus energy tank.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So you can get an energy tank like added if you scan the amiibo. So if you're like dying, you can do that as well.
Oh, okay.
A missile tank.
Yeah, but it says fusion is a difficulty mode. Where Samus has her suit from Metroid Fusion. So I don't know if it's just like an aesthetic thing.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I think people need to calm down and get the facts before they start.
I think when they say mode, people like really blow the fuck up. And
well, they did the same thing with Zelda when it turned out like hard mode was locked behind DLC.
I'll say this.
Now that the DLC's out, no one talks about that anymore. So it's like, if you're going to buy the Amiibo, then shut up, buy the Amiibo, and then you've got it. Who cares?
I don't know. Zelda's hard already. Like, that's fucking crazy insane. I think they deserve to make you buy that. But, like, they also did the same thing. I have a hard time when people complain about, like, DLC being locked behind Amiibo, because there's one thing about Amiibo that is different than buying just DLC. You get a fucking cool figure. But
you get something.
You also get something physically for it. How many DLC purchases have you had where you get like a cool map or something like that? It just doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't complain about spending $13 for DLC, especially because normally you probably shouldn't be buying it for the DLC. You should be buying it for the figure at that point.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think like that's like bitching because collector's editions are extra, but they don't come with like extra content normally, except for maybe a skin or some bullshit.
No, my favorite is when people bitch about collectors editions being limited.
Yeah.
It's called a fucking collector's edition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like my
if everybody
Fallout
had it.
4 fucking Pip-Boy. Like I
same.
specifically wanted it for the Pip-Boy. I could give two fucks about the game. I would have bought the game anyway. Like I wanted the Pip-Boy.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Exactly. So you went your ass after that. You knew that they weren't going to make a million of them, so you went.
Yeah.
You went. And
My,
found
my,
your way
my
to
wonderful wife did that. I didn't, you know, it was a birthday present, but
the
I remember-
$13
I remember-
could help Dylan get a Switch.
yeah,
They really want you to get a Switch.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. One of
The
these
only
days.
way you can do that is donate to Dylan. You just go ahead and call the number 1-800-NEEDS money. No, don't do
Or
that.
go to
That's not
patreon.com/gamecode.
That's
and,
better.
You know,
Plug
you
the
get
actual
fancy
way
rewards
that
for doing
we
it
can
too.
make money. We'd love for Dylan to have a Switch. That'd be great. We want to play some Splatoon with him. I want to make him fall in love with Splatoon,
I'll play it.
and you will like it.
I mean,
will happen.
it'll be my like third person shooter that I'll play.
It's weird because I don't think it feels like a third person shooter that much.
It doesn't. It's the smartest thing about that game is that you're playing a shooter. You know you're playing a shooter, but at the end of the day, it doesn't feel like a shooter.
Yeah, it doesn't even feel
Not
like a third.
really.
Like,
It's just a game where you do stuff and you just happen to be able to shoot people.
Nice.
yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I mean, there's
I just want to be a roller from watching the content so far.
Dude, rollers is the way to go, man.
fuck rollers. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Oh, Keith, you're just jelly.
Fuck. I'm just
You're
bad
just
with them.
you're just solidifying the fact that I want to be a roller now.
No, I would be actually okay
Dave,
with
you say fuck him in the stream all the time too. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I sit there and I'm like, I wasn't even paying attention in like one of the first streams you started saying it, and I was like, I want to be a roller. What is this? Let me watch this.
He just wants to fuck my day up is what he wants to do.
Yeah,
God damn it.
It's gonna be great.
Every time Adam kills me with a roller, I just want to I want to throw my controllers because it's just like the stupidest shit. Because
So
normally
good.
it's like he drops down on my fucking head, like right on top of my head. It's the most annoying thing ever. Ugh, bane of my existence. When I get killed by a roller, I feel like I'm like special. I don't need like I can't. Ugh.
I'm gonna perfect the art of the roller, and then I'm gonna troll the fuck out of you on the other team. It'll be great.
I hate this. Never mind. Don't get Dylan a Switch. We don't need another roller out there in the world. No, the only way you could be more annoying is if you got really goddamn good with a sniper in that game, because those motherfuckers.
Yeah,
kill
people
you
who are good
before
with the
you know.
sniper. Yeah.
Oh,
Tease me, Keith.
no, that's great. I do want you to play. So that's the key. Yeah, no, and then the cool thing about the amiibo specifically that I noticed was that the Samus, I think it's a 2-pack. First of all, it's going to come in a 2-pack.
It's a 2-pack, yeah.
The Samus and the Metroid amiibo, but the Metroid amiibo has a squishy top. Like,
Yeah, I saw that. It looked like
The Metroid itself is squishy.
squishy,
Yeah.
squishy.
I think that's amazing.
Mhm.
I need
Is that a
that.
thing? Is that not a thing in normal ones?
No.
No, I mean,
Okay.
They're-
I don't know
they're
anything about
hard to get
amiibo. So.
I mean,
They're like harder
there's
things.
ones like the wool Yoshis that are obviously
Oh,
made
those
of
are the best.
wool.
Wow, they're like plush, aren't they, or some shit?
Yeah, they're
Yeah, they're
plush, but
knitted.
this is like hard plastic.
Dude, this
with
Metroid, I'm
a-
looking at it right now. This Metroid amiibo looks badass.
It's
Even
sick,
if it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
squishy.
Dude, I'll say this: amiibos at the beginning of the life cycle versus today's amiibos they have gotten so much better in terms of build quality. Like the latest Bayonetta amiibo is so detailed.
build quality and like style.
Yeah,
The
Just-
first ones were very, very basic, but like this, I bought the Pikmin one, and
Yeah.
it's a
love
billion times better than an Olimar one.
I mean, the
Pikmin
Olimar one is actually one of the good ones, but you're right. That one, when you sent me a picture, I'm like, fuck.
It's
they didn't even
adorable.
buy that?
Yeah, it's great. It's got the little like black Pikmin, and he's like hiding behind the stone.
I didn't notice that there were all 5 types.
Oh yeah,
on it.
they're all there.
Ugh.
You want me to grab it? I'll show it.
Yeah, go grab it. Why not? Why not?
I love Pikmin, so I'm always down to see some Pikmin.
So you like Pikmin?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I love Pikmin.
That GameCube life. What?
That's right.
Second.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Talk.
Talk. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah. So there's pink and red, and then here's black,
Oh,
and then it's got yellow and blue on top. But
I
like
like
it's a good sized amiibo too. Like
yeah.
it's big, which is nice because they're Pikmin. They're small, and that's the problem with Olimar is that the Pikmin are this big.
Yeah.
So it's nice to
That's
have one where the Pikmin kind of stand out.
Is the Olimar amiibo going to be like this big then?
Yeah.
Now the new Olimar amiibo will be the size of your bedroom.
Just
It's
his
perfect
nose.
for those collectors who are ultra rich. They can put it
Yeah,
in the
right.
garage next to their Ferraris. That'd be great to see like some really rich basketball player with like 6 Ferraris and a fucking like life-size Pikmin amiibo. That would make my day.
Yeah.
It'd be great. Where's the white Pikmin?
Yeah, where's the white Pikmin? I didn't even think about that.
It's true. It's a shitty that's a shitty amiibo. Take it
Was
back.
was white Pikmin in 3?
I don't know. I thought it was pink. I didn't know it was white.
No, there's a white. There's
white with
definitely a
red
white
eyes.
one in 2.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't really know.
I'll go get
it's
my money
probably
back
not
right now.
Pikmin, which is what the game that's for, which we will not talk about because it looks like garbage.
Oh, maybe that's why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not in that one.
Anyway, also there were Splatoon 2 Joy-Cons released in a bundle with Splatoon 2 in Japan, but
Damn.
Japan only right now. I believe that they've announced that it will be coming stateside eventually, but not as a bundle. I want them, but
Yeah.
as Dylan tried to get me to like peer pressure me into buying them earlier today, and I was like, he's like, how much
I was
were
letting
they?
you know of their existence.
Yeah, whatever. That's peer pressure. You know me. I'm a softie. I'll buy anything you send me. But the problem is that they're $80, and like Joy-Cons, as much as I'd love to collect every kind, that's a little bit outside of the collect them all kind of thing.
Yeah, because I bought the yellow ones, and after those, there's no way I'm convincing Sarah to let me get another one.
Is it that weird like moment when you purchase them? It's like I really like that I have them, but that box is so small when it gets there.
It's
You're
like,
just that's $80. Fuck.
yeah,
Fuck me, man. Like that's a lot of money. I know it's worth it because the tech in them is actually like probably worth that much or close. You know, they're making a profit, but still.
the only chance I get a new set is if both my pairs break somehow.
Which nobody wants that.
Wink.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Maybe Adam wants that. Maybe I was wrong.
That's my plan.
I'll eventually get another set, but it will be a while. After you know my misfortunes with the Switch, these are gonna have to make me happy for a while. The red and blue, I like them a lot though. I'd like to have blue and red, but
I would love a blue. That's what I was waiting for, but they just. I still don't think they've come back.
no. The
blue
only
and
way you
blue.
can do it right now is if you bought the blue and
Bought
red
a
Switch.
Bought the reverse set. Yeah.
So if you sent me a lot of money after buying another set, I'd let you have these ones.
Thanks.
A lot of money.
Well, I lucked out because I do enjoy the yellow ones. They look so good in person.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised at how good they look.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like the playground days when. Do you remember Yo-Yo's the Bumblebee Yo-Yo?
No, it reminds me of like that yellow Pikachu Game Boy color.
Yes.
Yeah, that too.
It's like that, just like that bright yellow.
I love that.
Anyway, yeah, it looks. They look good, and I'd love to get a set of the pink and green, but they don't want to give them to me. And also, I should start like emailing Nintendo daily and be like, "You want to send me free shit? I'll review it on a channel."
Yeah,
I'm
right.
sure they
like
would.
A few hundred
You gotta partner up
subscribers.
with them. If you partner up with them, then it cuts anything you make in half.
I already do partner up with them.
Yeah, we're already
All Nintendo videos. You have to get any sort of.
And you're allowed to do Halo stuff? I thought you couldn't do anything other than
No.
Nintendo.
So they updated that after the first year.
Okay.
I wouldn't have done it otherwise.
Yeah, I remember that
I
was
would
the
have
big
just been like,
thing.
no
I was
Nintendo
like,
stuff. Sorry.
Yeah.
Which would have sucked because you know me. No, so that's fine. Also, we'll move on to the latest bit of news, which is from Nintendo. Also, the SNES Classic was announced. You can't pre-order it.
Can't.
No, Walmart canceled all the pre-orders.
Yep.
All
There's
of them.
nowhere to pre-order it yet. If you want to play a lot of cool Super Nintendo games, and I got to say the lineup was like insanely good.
It was a pretty big lineup too, wasn't it?
It's like 25 games or something like that, and they're like
Solid titles though.
I just
there's like 2 unreleased games on there. Like
Yeah.
It's just
games
hard.
that have never ever come out.
Yeah. The Star
It's hard
Fox
because
one.
I own it. You're like, look here, like I've got it. I've got one. I don't need to
Raspberry
spend
Pi?
$80.
You have Star Fox 2?
Yes.
What? Oh, you do?
It's not
Yeah,
a
you can
finished
get the-
version though.
Not a finished one, but
Well, I mean,
I think that's the difference. Is like that's the one selling point to this is that they will have a finished version of Star Fox 2. But one advantage once that's out in the wild, bet your ass
someone will rip it. Yeah, oh yeah.
So you'll be fine. Although I don't support what you're doing, Adam.
Nope.
I want to publicly say
I didn't even see what he just did.
Unless
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
On that, don't buy me.
I own all the games.
Okay, good.
I'm a collector, man.
I guess that's true.
I mean, I believe it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask any more questions. Wait. Have you guys heard that I think maybe Dylan or Keith is having eye surgery? That's
Dylan's having eye surgery?
He's still having a hard time figuring us out.
Yeah.
Well, I have no glasses, no contacts, so I'm not getting eye surgery.
It's going to be me. You're going to have to look at this.
This guy. Oh, my God. Those eyes are psycho. You need to cover them up with glasses, please.
Oh, the glare fucking sucks. I hate seeing the glare, man. It kills me.
It's all about the angle. I have to like look at this weird like downward angle to keep my screen.
No,
glare
they're just
my glasses.
like glare. I'm not.
Adam's got like a fucking sticky note that's like down here on his computer. Just says "Stare here."
It's my focal point.
Don't look away.
Because if I look up, then it's there.
Oh,
So if I look right here, then it's fine.
That's what they get. They get the screen.
Oh man. Okay, so enough Nintendo news real quick. We're going to switch gears over to a couple quick announcements. I'll start with NBA 2K18 just because of the fact that I know you guys have nothing to say about that. But some cool news is that obviously that is coming up around the corner. I can't remember the release date off the top of my head. Let me just
next year
look that up. I know I should have prepared for this probably. But big news is September 19th, so pretty soon here. And then they've been revealing some like images from it, and as always, the character or the players look realistic. It's a good game. It's gonna play like basketball. If you like basketball, you're gonna like this game. Neither of you like it. That's awesome. Yeah, look away.
Huh? Are you saying something?
Fuck you.
Hey, I used to play the fuck out of NBA Streets.
Dude, because NBA Streets was a good fucking game.
You could be a Yeti.
Fuck off. All of them are. They're just different. One's a sim. One's an arcade game. I also play NBA Jam. If you haven't played NBA Playgrounds, that's pretty fun because it's a lot like NBA Jam.
Yeah.
That's totally worth it.
That's Streets.
Other than that, it's also coming to the Switch, which will be the first time it's been on a Nintendo console since NBA 2K, I don't know, 14 on the Wii U at the very beginning when they were like, we can't support this. It's not selling at all. So they're back. We'll see how it does. Hopefully it's the full version. We'll find out soon. Other than that, we also have some impressions from Adam on PlayerUnknown's Battleground.
Shit's hard.
Yeah.
Shit's hard. Okay, moving on. No, tell us a little bit about it. Like, what's the whole thing?
It to be easy. By no means was I expecting it to be easy. I had a rough first couple matches though. Like my first match, my sound went out for some reason.
Ooh,
so I had no sound. Yeah, so I was like, this doesn't work. And then the second round, I think I was being a little too active and I got killed. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna hang back. And then I think I played too defensively and got killed. And then I started up a new match and my internet went out. So I didn't even get to finish that one.
Yeah, midway through, you just dropped and I'm like, oh, something must have happened that he like fucking hated the game and like threw his computer out the window.
No, I lost my internet, but it was fun. I just like it definitely need time to learn the mechanics better.
It does seem like it needs some polish still before it comes to a console. Not of like the actual gameplay, but just there's some rough edges. You know what I mean?
Are you talking about graphics?
Graphics.
Well, I had the graphics turned down.
Oh, okay. Maybe that was what it was.
They suggest you turn the graphics down a bit, especially with the plant life, because everyone turns the plant life basically off, so you can see people out in the distance.
Yep.
So I just kind of turned everything down a little bit. It actually looked pretty good with everything up, considering. Wow. I just need more time with it.
What was the thing that stood out to you the most about it? Like that like separates it from the rest of the.
It plays more like, because the whole point of the game is to get that like that Hunger Games-esque
battle royale.
That battle royale, and this hits it dead on. I've played some of the other ones, and it just felt kind of like looser, or like it wasn't as like intimidating. This was like I was not scared, but like
you were seriously on edge from what
I was on edge. I was like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
You have to be.
Yeah, and I'd hear like a car. I'd hear like a car zoom by because I'm in a building. And a car would zoom by, and I was like, did they jump out of the car? Do they know I'm here? Did they just go?
Yeah.
Ugh, it was fun. I need more time.
It's got that sweet spot of like enough players where there's always danger present, but not too crowded.
Which is so goofy because I would wait and wait and wait to jump out of the plane, thinking, oh, everybody's gone, or like no one's gonna jump here. And then by the time I'm out of the plane, there are like 4 other people around me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
I loved every time you'd run up on somebody and fucking beat them senseless.
Beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, this was your fucking fists, and you'd win every single one.
Every single time. Go, because that's the thing. I don't know if it was the same for them. When you're trying to reload, you have to manually reload, in the sense that if you run out of bullets in the clip, it doesn't just auto do it.
Mm-hmm.
I died once doing that. I was shooting, and I'm like, why am I shooting bullets? And I realized because I had to reload.
Oh my god, that's funny as hell.
So yeah, I remember I did it like 3 times. There was one where I was like a double kill. Like I knocked the shit out of that girl with the gun, and then turned around and beat that dude in the head. Dude,
it was hilarious, and she was shooting at you like she had a gun.
Oh,
and you beat the fuck out of her, and then you moved on.
It's great. I'm ready to play it. I tried playing it last night, but I'm playing it through Jeremy, and it wasn't working for some reason. It won't let me launch the game anymore.
Oh no!
Now when it comes out, are you gonna get it for Xbox?
I don't know. I don't know how it would work on a controller. Is the only reason I say that.
Yeah,
there's a lot of manual shit to it. I was looking at it, and the inventory management is so like hands-on.
It's so you have to be so fast and like good too.
And that's one of the notes I made where I was like, I'm sitting there trying to sort through stuff, and I'm like, there's got to be a faster way to do this. And I've seen people play, and like they've got it down to where like I think there's a button. So let's say there's stuff on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just picking things up one by one, there's a button that opens up your inventory.
Yeah. And it shows what's available.
It just shows everything in your vicinity, and then people just like really quickly can drag and drop stuff on their person.
Okay. You can even auto equip stuff like that, like scopes and stuff.
And that's what I mean. I need more time to kind of learn those ins and outs, because the mechanics are easy. It's run, shoot, don't die, but it's the little stuff like inventory management and stuff that I need to.
And they're introducing cool stuff like the zombie mode, the first person only mode, stuff like that. So
yeah.
It'll be interesting.
It's fun. I'm ready to play it again as soon as it lets me.
Man, I would be interested in watching. I want to play it on. I'm gonna wait until obviously it comes out on Xbox because I don't have a setup for it right now. If I could play it today, I'd be playing it today. Like honestly, it's one of those games that's like.
Well, if you get it on Xbox, then all 3 of us could technically play.
Exactly. So we'll be good. We'll be doing three-way streams for sure, and maybe even get Fancy involved.
Yeah,
we can get 4 people.
Have
a whole squad. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
That'd be really dope. Because it's one of those games where I feel like a strategy is going to be like
communication is key. From what I've been watching, I've been prepping, trying to just get a handle on the game before we buy it, and communication is like 90% of the battle.
Yeah,
when it comes to like winning often
in team mode.
See how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, there's solo and duo, and I mean.
Oh, I remember you had some speculation, Dylan, that they might change some like features of the game for the Xbox One X version. I was thinking about that. I'm like, there's no way that they can drastically change anything. They're going to have to downgrade it to what the Xbox One can do, because they're going to be playing with Xbox One players.
Because that's what they've promised.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if they're downgrading the amount of players, they're downgrading it for everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that'll be an interesting thing that we'll have to watch as more news comes out. I think it's scalable enough. It doesn't look like the game. Did it seem like the game needed a
Wait, is that what they're saying? That they're cutting down on the
No, that was speculation. I want to be clear. That was Dylan's speculation that if they need to do that, they would only do it on Xbox One, not Xbox One X.
But no, they have to do it for both. Yeah,
not applicable. I don't think it can work that way. But I'll be honest. Does it seem like it needs a beast of a machine to run it? So it should be fine on an Xbox One.
Yeah.
It will be networking capabilities that hold it back on console. That would be it. I can't see any reason why the consoles are powerful enough. Like, you can optimize your game to do that. So hopefully it's not going to be an Ark survival or Ark. What is it? Fucking dinosaur survival game? Whatever it's fucking called.
Evolved.
It's a goddamn mess.
Didn't they just like finally release that on the Xbox this week,
and it's
like
still
next
broken
week?
as shit. By the way,
Is it?
It runs at like 720p.
Well, I don't know why they didn't just stay in like alpha so they can avoid criticism like 7 Days does.
Tears, do we have to reach? Oh, we have a question real quick. Do we have to reach 300 subs for face cam gameplay? We have to reach a point when we have enough processing power and
I need a game card or game
speed
fucking capture card.
to be able to do it. Dylan will be able to do it before I can. How about that? I'll be able to do it with Xbox games. So if you guys really want face cam gameplay, maybe I'll play a horror game on Xbox. Maybe I'll finish my damn Resident Evil 7.
I can do Telltale.
Yeah, dude, I'm so upset with you.
It's not that I don't want to play it. It's just a matter of
the
time.
game. Like it's good. And my only gripe is that it's short. It's so short, and you didn't even finish it, and it's just like it hurts.
Oh, Biohazard?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, you fucker.
Biohazard?
Finish that. Oh.
Jesus Christ. No, it is Biohazard. You're right.
Yeah.
I forgot that was the name.
You need to finish. Damn
I'll
it.
finish it, okay? I'm scared shitless, okay? It makes me very
that's why
uncomfortable.
you need to finish it.
I'm like freaking. You know what? I stayed in the same room for like a whole goddamn episode one time.
I
because
know.
I was so scared. I was so goddamn scared.
And then you die and then just stay there and die and stay.
Coders, if you really want me to play the rest of Resident Evil 7, and you know what? I'll even start fresh. I'll start from the beginning so that we can play it all over again, because I think I did it so early in the channel's life cycle. No one's seen it.
Yeah. That wasn't even on this, that was on your channel, man.
Was it? Oh, it was on my channel, but I could re-upload it if I wanted to. We could do that too. I don't really care, but I would replay it from the beginning. You can see me shit myself, but you guys have to make it really apparent that you want Resident Evil 7. Drop a comment on every video. You absolutely can. And if it gets overwhelming, I probably will just do it and cave.
Hashtag scared shitless.
Hashtag scared shitless. God damn it. I'm such a pansy with video games. Like movies, I'll go to see a movie. I'll jump a lot, but they don't last. Resident Evil 7 legitimately, it was like, what the fuck? I bet you there's these people that are in the back alleys that are like eating people like this.
Yep.
I don't want to ever go anywhere ever again. I'm going to stay in Arizona where it's dry and no one dies.
COD Zombies is going to be like glorious when we play, man. It's going to be so good.
Yeah, I don't think that one's going to get me as much, but we'll see.
No, not the zombies, but the co-op that they haven't released any footage of. That's supposed to be horror fucking co-op.
I don't know how much I can trust that they're going to make a really scary game, but I'll play it.
It's not even a diss on them. It's just more of like, it's not really their wheelhouse.
I want it.
Yeah, so we'll see. Maybe they'll nail it. Maybe they'll fucking just...
I just feel like it's going to be like a narrative version of what Call of Duty Zombies usually is.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Works for me.
But I mean, that'll be cool. And like I said, I'm excited for it regardless of what it is, but if it's scary, I'll hate it. So that'll be that. Anyway, so PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is exactly what we thought it was. It's really good. We can't wait to bring you more content on that. You know, hopefully sooner rather than later. But we'll kind of see how that goes. Maybe we can get what's the beef, Keith? God damn it. They're starting all kinds of hashtags with my name in it. This is awesome. Awesome. Moving on. There's a new game for the Nintendo 3DS, which we hardly ever talk about, called Miitopia. This is a weird game. It's like,
well, see, you didn't have a 3DS. The other one you're probably going to say is Tomodachi Life.
It's similar in that like your friends can be in this game.
Your friends populate the game, yeah.
And based upon like who you choose them to be in the game, they might have weird ass personalities and stuff like that.
Well, you pick their personality, I think, for the most part. At least you do for your main character.
You don't pick the personality, so you don't know what that personality
is. You do for sure pick your personality for the hero character, like you.
Oh, okay.
I've seen that. I can confirm that you pick the personality. I've only seen up to the point where you meet the big baddie and then you pick him. It looks fun. I just I was telling you earlier, I want to play it. I don't want to pay money for it.
Yeah, it does seem like a fleshed out version of those mini games that they give you for Street Pass.
Exactly.
Street Pass.
Yeah.
Street Pass. Which I still don't know why they haven't added to Switch yet or something like it. Maybe in the future. I don't know. Here's the thing: is like I don't think I like even if I had a 3DS, I don't think I'd play it anymore.
I've been playing Mario Kart 7 on my cousins.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's an okay.
I play it here and there. I just finished up playing through the Zelda 3DS remakes.
Oh,
and then we were getting close to like moving, and then the Switch came out, and then, or at least the Switch came out, and then games started coming out for it, and I just kind of been caught up with that. But I'll go back to it for sure.
I bought a 2DS like 3 years ago.
Oh yeah,
specifically to buy to play Ocarina of Time.
Mm-hmm.
2 full playthroughs and then sold the 2DS.
That's a good. No, that's fine. The Ocarina of Time.
I got my fix. I got my like decades fix of Ocarina of Time, and I was like, all right,
that's the best version of Ocarina of Time. So
yeah, it was really good. It was
fantastic. I wish that they would do a full-on remake for like an HD system. That would be amazing.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean the thing about Miitopia that's interesting, and I thought this was hilarious, is I was listening to somebody tell a story about it. Effectively, like they picked a character that they knew, like a person that they knew in their life, to play the bad guy, but they thought they were going to be a certain way, and they completely acted contrary, and it was just really hilarious. But then even more so, like the heroes that they chose, sometimes they'll just decide to do things that are different than what you tell them to do. So like you'll be like, go hit him, and then this guy's like, fuck no, I'm gonna go run away, and he just like runs away and goes makes a sandwich, and he comes back and like he's powered up for the next move or something like that.
Yeah.
So they do like weird ass things, and I think that that's fun. It's like it's not always predictable. That being said, it's obviously not as hardcore as some other RPGs, but that means it'll be a nice point of entry for a lot of people.
How much is it even? I don't even know.
Now he's like, maybe I'll buy it if
it's a full price. No, it's no wait.
It's gonna be $40.
No, it's a $40. Yeah, see, if it was $20, maybe
$40.
Yeah, $40 is a lot for a me based
Fuck.
RPG.
I'll say this. I hear it's long. It's not a short game, so it's like probably 20, 25 hours. So that's not bad.
$40.
20, 25 hours for an RPG is not bad.
Yep. Well, I mean, from what I saw, it was mostly
I'm not gonna
text. I mean, you can't say it's only so long when it's an RPG because it's all text and reading.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Is it even 3D enabled?
I think they stopped doing that.
Like for like 90% of games, there's like no 3D. I know that Hey Pikmin is not 3D.
Oh yeah, I think Hey Pikmin was the nail in the coffin. It was like they're done.
And that's not even like a technical reason for that game. Hey Pikmin's ugly.
No, the technical reason is that it's a it's a dead feature.
Yeah,
that's what the whole thing about the new 2DS XL is.
Yeah.
That's the whole they're saying the 3D was fun while we had it, but we're done.
It's a shame because I liked the 3D. It was the one reason I played it. Yes.
I liked it and I never used it with the old one because it was you had to hold it so specific. Still. But when I used it
all the time, but I'll agree that the 3D was like so specific.
It was very specific, but they fixed it with the 3DS XL, and I used it all the fucking time because it just worked.
Yeah, it's great.
Had they come out of the gate with that version, I think it would have done better.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
Honestly, I don't think the tech was there for them to do it at that point. Like,
probably not, which is a shame.
Shoved it in there like a year after that shit became mainstream, so that was awesome.
Yeah, now it's reliable to the point where I used it. But
that does kind of lead me though to the next subject. It's kind of Nintendo's sales numbers. Before we jump into Switch numbers, which are obviously kind of the headline, the 3DS is actually down 36% from last year. And I don't think that's unexpected. I think at this point we can kind of see the ramp down. The 2DS XL is to slow the bleeding. Like I know that they know that like people want the Switch. They don't want the 3DS anymore if they could choose. Obviously, if there's no Switches on the shelves though, they'll probably settle at Christmas time for a 2DS XL.
Yeah, especially it's got a huge game library. So
yeah, exactly. And there's new games coming out for it. So they're not exactly like not supporting it.
Yeah.
But I really do feel like this is the last iteration on that line that they will do. Yeah, I think they get another full year next 2018, and then the
Switch Pokemon RPG comes out, and then
everything's Switch from now on. Anything that goes on will be an iteration on the Switch. I think that's honestly where they're going to go with it, as long as sales numbers hold up.
Yeah, it needs to evolve. I mean, fuck it.
Yeah, no, I mean, at this point, signs are pointing to that it's going to be a really big hit. It sold 4.7 million units already. To give you some context, the Wii U in 4 years sold 13 million.
Oh, wow.
So it's almost already like halfway through the Wii U's life cycle in terms of that. And you also have to consider that I know at least 2 people that are still trying to find one. That it's like hard as hell to find still. 4.7 million units is not bad. The other cool thing that they noticed in this announcement of sales was that their the attach rate for Zelda was insane. So it's like 3.96 million units sold for that. So only about 700,000 people that own a Switch don't have Zelda. Don't know what the fuck's wrong with them, but still. And then Mario Kart was close to that number. It might have been a little higher, or it was like just around that number too. So I have to look that up. But yeah, it was kind of crazy. Oh, so Breath of the Wild, 3.92 million, and then Mario Kart was 3.54 million units. So basically everybody who has a Switch has Mario Kart and Zelda, just like they thought. The surprise hit, though, of the sales numbers was ARMS. Has already sold 1.18 million units in a little over a month. That was not expected.
That was not expected, but I don't see that going much longer.
No. The fact that it sold 1 million units,
it's impressive.
For a new IP, that's, I mean,
but I see that number unless they come out with some crazy DLC.
Which that's what we're waiting for. They already released one character, which is cool. He's awesome. But I know myself, I have not been playing it as much. Now that Splatoon 2's out, I'm not sure I'll go back to it a ton. But I'm also not a fighting game guy, so we'll see. I'll say this, though. It's super easy to pick up and play for even newbies, but I can see the depth for people who want to get crazy hardcore into it. It might beat Super Street Fighter 5 in terms of sales by the end of its life cycle. That's only sold like 1.87 million units right now.
Huh.
It's kind of insane. I know. I didn't think they were that close. I would have expected Street Fighter 5 to have been a lot further, but I guess it's more of a hardcore crowd. I can see why that one would dry up quicker.
People like me don't buy Street Fighter 5 because the minute I jump online, I get my ass handed to me.
I just want to cry. Yeah, exactly. I cannot play Street Fighter 5 at any sort of level of skill that's required to play that online.
Yeah.
I'm just not good enough. So I understand that. Just going to stay the hell out of it. Other than that, it looks like they definitely can hit that 10 million units by the end of the year. If they really do ramp up production for Christmas, I don't see why they can't push out 4 or 5 million just during that couple months right there. And Odyssey coming out, but they better have the fucking stock. That's going to be the key. Only thing that will hold them back.
It's not up to them.
I know. It's up to
Apple.
I was going to say it's up to cell phone manufacturers at this point. That's what they're fighting. They can't get the production lines to switch over to them because obviously they're not asking for the kind of units that, Apple or even Samsung might be asking for.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I think that's pretty much it. Is there anything else you guys wanted to cover before we let go? I mean, we've gone a little bit longer than we normally do.
I got nothing.
Pretty good.
Cool. Here's what I'll say. We're going to be doing a live stream, Adam and I think, for Splatoon 2 after this. So stay tuned for that. It'll probably be within like the next 15 minutes.
Yeah, I just got to get something to drink.
Dylan, I got to kind of refocus and get everything set up. But then Dylan will be recording. So stay tuned for footage from him for next week and the week after. And wish him luck on his surgery.
Ew, thank you.
But we really appreciate you guys all tuning in to this episode of the Code Word. And if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're really close to 200. And check us out all over social media. All of the stuff is in the description below. Add us on the Switch, the Xbox, PS4. I'll eventually update my gamer tag on there or whatever it is. And thank you for joining us. As always, stay classy, coders, and have a good night.